How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be featuring another game in the Brest, the Tier 8 French large cruiser. Ever since we got the Blue Archive Commander, Brest is slowly becoming my favorite Tier 8 cruiser, and from when it first released is quite a drastic change, or I guess difference if you ask me. Having a reload boost buff your dispersion by 30% is pretty spicy, and I mean, considering Brest detection is 10 km, you can actually outspot a lot of the cruisers at the tier unless they're doing like a full concealment build, but most players don't actually do that. And obviously Brest French engine boost, we are also very fast and capable of repositioning pretty quickly. And yeah, with that concealment, we can typically find broadsides whenever we really want to. Spawning on the flank, though, it's a pretty good idea to keep pushing out to the flank and then seeing if you can create a crossfire with your team. Minotaur just shooting, charging straight bow in nearly gets me a hit. I'm not really sure why he decided to shoot when he did, but he did, and I almost got hit. Would have been really tragic if we got like citadeled while I guess trying to get out to the flank. Broadside Worcester, though, take a pot shot. Unfortunately, no sits. Saint Louis, also broadside. I do actually underestimate the French engine boost, because with the engine boost active, your propulsion is actually pretty decent, and he just zips out of the way of those shells while he was sitting flat broadside. Without the engine boost, though, propulsion generally isn't the greatest, just as a gimmick, I guess. But yeah, as soon as I go unspotted, it's time to start pushing in and seeing if I can create a crossfire. Although our battleship that spawned with us wants nothing to do with this flank, and he is just straight up leaving. Our only form of support is sort of the Minotaur, not really. But yeah, abandoning a flank is nothing that, or not something that I will ever typically do, even if my teammates do. Because, well, if I just leave, then we don't have any map control, and then we get pushed into a corner. For example, if I were to abandon, we'd just be south of A and probably B, and then their team on this flank would just push through, and then, well, we're in one quadrant, and a nasty crossfire will happen. Saint Louis, though, just sitting there, I assumed he was gonna go forward, and I guess he just wasn't paying attention, doesn't even react whatsoever. And yeah, unfortunately, we don't actually get any sort of good hits. Enemy Vermont charging in, turning his whole ship to shoot all his guns at me. That will definitely hurt, so I'm trying to duck behind the island as quickly as I can. Not too much damage, so that's kind of okay. His second shot when we were unspotted was much better than when we were spotted, which is kind of unfortunate. Saint Louis, though, just reversing at full speed. And yeah, I'm still underestimating that French engine boost when you accelerate versus not having it. And he does dodge, even though he was full reverse. But we do have our reload boost back, and I am planning to use it because 30% dispersion is going to be pretty nasty, especially on targets that do decide to... Actually, I didn't even use it right now. I actually use it now, after we get that big smash. Probably should have used it on that first salvo, all things considered, because maybe he would have died in the first one, and then we might not have needed to, I guess, shoot a second time. Unfortunately, I kind of wasted that because I did hit the island, so nothing going right now, even though we did smash the Saint Louis. Still just trying to reverse away. I do go out a little too far here, and, well, I'm just getting smashed by everything that's in their spawn, and, well, I'm just waiting for Vermont to finish me off, but he hasn't shot yet. Well, he shot now, but I'm already in reverse, and we do actually survive with 10,000 HP. Minotaur, kiting in our spawn. Kind of glad he's there, because now he's going to take the attention of Vermont, and then it's going to give me some time to try and heal whatever I can. I do see an opportunity, though. If I reverse and go to the right side of this island, we can catch that Vermont broadside. And, well, if I time it right, we will have our engine boost and also the reload boost, which will possibly allow us to delete Vermont without dying. Also, taking a look at our spawn, one of our friendly battleships is AFK. So not only did we have a teammate abandon, there's another one that spawned in the middle that's not even here. But yeah, so the plan is to charge around the right side, catch the Vermont broadside, while he's trying to deal with the Minotaur. I'm kind of hoping the Minotaur just keeps kiting and dodges, and then keeps the attention of Vermont. But unfortunately, he turns broadside, as you can see on the map, and we do take a quick peek to see that he did indeed turn broadside to die. So now it's unfortunate. It's just us and a Vermont, and yeah, 15 seconds till we get our reload boost back. I'm just simply waiting to time this right. Spotter planes no longer spot, which is great because yeah, if he knew that I was facing this way, things would definitely not have gone very well. But we get our reload boost back, we pop our engine boost, and now it's time to go get that Vermont. Our last heal is also coming off a cooldown. We're going to use it because we do want to try and survive at least one salvo if we can. Because if his guns are in fact ready, it may in fact take 2 salvos of our reload boost to actually finish him off. Vermont isn't spotted once we get to the other side of the island, and he is trying to go from behind us. We get spotted from RGA, we're within 2 kilometers, and yeah, Vermont was trying to chase me, and his guns were facing the front. Vermont turret traverse, I'm not sure if he just wasn't using drill bits, but his guns don't turn in time. We use our reload boost for the 30% dispersion, and we get 7 out of 7 citadels on the Vermont and dev strike him. Yeah, honestly, the good old 30% dispersion with the reload boost is probably why I'm actually enjoying the Brest, because it's a large cruiser that's actually capable of deleting things now. Before, honestly, not the best, even though you would rely on broadsides, and you kind of still do now. At least when there are broadsides, you're probably going to delete whatever you're shooting at. It is unfortunate though that it's a paid commander and you have to spend doubloons for it, but at the same time, if Brest was a ship that you very much wanted to enjoy, you can definitely do so now. Obviously, you can get away with just using the basic national commander. San Luis, I don't think is really worth it because you don't actually have access to punch through, which is also kind of important for a ship that's very reliant on its AP to smash things. But yeah, new commander gets the funny button, punch through, everything you basically need, even fixated. I don't think San Luis has fixated, so you would also not have that additional grouping and dispersion buff. But we do have it on Brest. My commander's not quite maxed yet, but yeah, I do plan on getting it maxed out, and then we're going to have some pretty nasty accuracy. I did switch up my build a little from the last video. I think I'm running a turret traverse Einstein as an inspiration, mainly because, well, turret traverse on the Brest is probably the biggest issue, as Worcester, for whatever reason, decides to keep going broadside and also shooting AP, which is interesting. But yeah, that's Worcester dead. I mean, if he just simply baited my shot angled, because we can't overmatch, and then DPM'd in between the reloads, because, well, Brest reload without the boost is pretty long, he probably would have been able to finish me off. But he just kept turning broadside at all the wrong times. And yeah, that's a flank cleared. And now we're just charging to the other side as the enemy team is basically all in the corner. I guess this is a good example of what potentially could happen if you were to abandon all flanks. Even though they technically didn't, this is what it would look like. Something on the other flank charging in, for example, where I am, and then our A flank pushing in. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of places that they could angle to. We'll see this Montana start turning into angle towards the stuff at A, but in doing so, obviously he's forced to go broadside to me, and that's kind of what we want in Brest. And Montana is definitely something we can citadel, especially with punch through, so I'm trying to test my luck here with the 30% dispersion. Probably could have waited till he was a little more broadside to use it, but yeah, we're just trying to do as much damage as we possibly can. Unfortunately, no citadels there, possibly because we just weren't close enough, so our shells weren't able to actually reach the citadel before detonating. But in this one, dispersion still pretty decent, and we do finally land those citadels. And also, unfortunately, they actually go to 0 points, which kind of sucks. Would have been nice to get one more kill, as we would have also gotten a Kraken. But nonetheless, still a pretty darn good match. I think I am a Brest guy. I'm going to say it. I think I'm a Brest guy. All because of the new Blue Archive high school commanders. Anyway, yeah, so new commander. We don't have it quite maxed out yet, but we have, I guess, gotten it to Legendary 3, so we did max out the 30% dispersion. I think in the other video that I had, we didn't quite have it, so that's why I also switched one of my inspirations to Turret Traverse, because I thought, at least with the reload boost, we kind of made up for the accuracy that we're losing. I basically swapped out Einstein for Scharnhorst, and yeah, as soon as we get fixated and maxed out, I think we won't really see as much of an issue not having Scharnhorst as much. But yeah, it's going to take quite a bit of commander resources, but we'll get there eventually. And yeah, Kuromi Sarika, the new commander that makes Brest fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more, and share it with your friends, or leave a comment down below on other ships you want to see in the future. But till next time, aloha.